What is going on, guys? It's Zigzag here. Welcome back to another video. Today we are playing some more fan maps. If you want to submit one, like the people who are in this video have, then you can come over here into my Discord and hit up the challenge map submission section where a lot of people have left their maps, and don't worry, I will get to all of them, so feel free to do that. And yeah, thank you to everyone who has submitted. Also, I'll have my friend Nick editing this video, which should be a good time. If you like the editing, let me know. Let us get into the first map here. Locations at the End of the World by Kowalski. It's just 5 locations as I requested, and 19 people have played it, and it's got a very hard score apparently. So let's head into it. We're going to go no moving with 1 minute per round. So let's get into this map and see how it is. Okay, we are very far north or very far south here, I can say that. So living up to the title already. Feels volcanic. Definitely feels volcanic with these like black mountains and everything. Got some red roofs here, wooden structure. Is it quite a is it quite like a very far north Nordic kind of architecture here? Hard to say. I am actually kind of thinking that it could be down here as well. It's not out of the question. Even like Falkland Islands or something. I'm not sure if the mountains are tall enough on the Falkland Islands, but it's tough to say here. So we're in some kind of a bay. I'm pretty sure in the challenge description it said there's no working compass in some of these locations, and we've got 10 seconds left. I might go down here. I think we might be like right down in the very southern part of Chile and Argentina here. And yeah, we're actually pretty close here. So this was in South Georgia and South Sandwich Islands, and we were in Husvik, or Husvik, and I guess that might be a British-owned island, but we actually get some points, so I'm happy with the start there. I knew it didn't quite feel like Nordic. So this one is also quite interesting. We also appear to be on the edge of the world this time again. This house kind of feels Russian to me. We'll see though. We'll see about that. So we've got a boat out on the bay here. We've got tall mountains, almost no trees. Can you even see a single tree? This could be Iceland too. But the fact that the house looks Russian to me means that I'm thinking of going somewhere up here. I'm not sure how many people actually live here. We could be up here. I'm not sure if there are any photospheres, but it's possible. Does anyone live up here? Not quite sure. Let's go up here where a lot of these mountains are, because I do think this house just particularly strikes me as Russian architecture. So let's go for that, and we're probably quite wrong here. It's Svalbard, so not Russian architecture at all. Although there might be some Russians here, but of course it belongs to the Netherlands. I mean to Norway. Yeah, almost no one living out there, I'm sure. So pretty cool location, and we get 1,000 points again. So already a better start than last video. I feel like where I was just getting none right. Okay, so we're back on snowy capped mountains. This one, looking at these buildings, tough to say. Okay, we've got like a truck here. That pickup truck might strike me as more North American. We could be in Canada somewhere here, I think. The other possibility is that we're somewhere in, like, Greenland or something, judging by all these, like, shipping containers here or whatever they are. Kind of reminds me of something you might see in Greenland. But yeah, I think these houses might feel more North American. So, in terms of US and Canada, it's mountainous, so we can pretty much rule out all of the Hudson Bay area. Of course, if it does end up being Greenland, we won't get many points here. But I want to say that we're going to be somewhere like on the north part of... it's probably too flat up there, actually. So let us just hedge over here. With 1 second to go, we're about to see it. And yes, it is Canada, but wow, it's far north. This is in Grease Fjord. And that is... How far north is this, really? Yeah, this is more far north than basically anyone would be living in Greenland. Just right up there in like the Inuit territories up there. So very interesting indeed. And yeah, we've gotten the right continent each time, at least, I'm pretty sure. So next one, we are in some Trekker here. You know what this one kind of reminds me of? Kind of reminds me of one of those islands of New Zealand. Could it be this one here? Is that mountainous enough? It might not be mountainous enough, actually, but that's what it initially reminded me of, I have to say. Still could be. What about this one here? Yeah, I think that we might be on this island, because I'm pretty sure it has Trekker, and I'm pretty sure I have explored there before. So over to the north there, we kind of have a peninsula, and that at least kind of fits. So maybe we are on this part of the island here. I think that's at least possible, guys. I'm actually kind of keen to see if we're correct. And then the kind of... It's almost the right shape. I'm not quite sure if it is the right shape, but let's find out, shall we? And, oh man, we are close here. This was actually on the Antipodes Island. So probably also an island belonging to New Zealand, but I'm not entirely sure. It'd be cool if it said. But we gain a one country streak, so I'm very pleased with that. So yeah, it must be a New Zealand island. And here we are in the final location. Very green again. Okay, this rather reminds me of that one round we had out on this kind of these kind of islands here in the last one. So we've got a river here. Some nice flowers. It definitely looks like a pleasant place to visit. Now this could be Greenland, Faroe Islands, stuff like that as well. But I think I gotta trust my gut here. Trust my gut that says we might be out again on one of these islands over here. So let's go for that. I'm kind of quietly confident because it's the same kind of green hills that we had last time. So let's see if I'm right. And yeah, we're close. So this was by far and away my best like hard maps effort, I reckon. So like these two guesses were average, but this was a good guess, this was a good guess, and this was a good guess. Very, very pleasing start to the video. Thank you, Kowalski, for that video, for that map. So let's head into the next one. It's made by Ian from the Discord, our Canadian friend. So let us see if Ian is pulling through with the hard locations. Let's see if I can beat that 9,000-ish that I just got. Okay, so this really is a hard location. We're in hard... what does PL stand for? Not entirely sure. But we're in Hard Street here. These are Western Australian poles, so it makes it nice and easy with the green paint at the bottom. And so, where do I think? I think it's probably going to be somewhere south of Perth here. What about Bunbury? I'm thinking Bunbury off the bat here. Can we find a hard place? Yeah, PL stands for place, of course. Let's go down here. And, okay, we're actually in Denmark, Western Australia. And yeah, there we go, we are in hard place. So, 4,300, already starting off a bit better than the last map, to be fair. We've got Generation 4 camera here. Short number plates, thinking this is probably Mexico, but, oh, hard to find, yes. Hello, everybody. This is hard to find. Thinking Mexico. Could be the US, though. Do we actually have some Spanish anywhere? Yes, we do have Spanish here. So, yeah, I'm thinking it's probably going to be somewhere around Mexico City, although this is not a Mexico City taxi, assuming that it is a taxi. So, what other big cities do we have? Let's go in this one here. And, yeah, we were pretty close. We're in this big city here. So, another like 4,000, so we're already up to 8,000, doing a bit better than last time. And now we're in hard, and presumably it's hard Austria. I think we are in Austria here. Yeah, we've got the cornfields and everything, pretty typically Austrian. So can we find Hart? I guess it's pronounced Hart. Probably not. It's probably too small of a town. We can find Bad Gleichenberg, so we can go in Bad Gleichenberg until we find Hart here. Oh, there's Egg. Let's switch to Egg. Yeah, for some reason the Austrian town names are just something else. They have a good streak over there of funny town names, but I don't know if we're gonna find hard here though. Yep, not looking good at all. Hoff, no. Hub. We found lots of good ones, but no hard. Okay, so let's hit guess. I actually do not mind the area I put it in. Could be further north. Oh, wow. It's right over there on the border with Liechtenstein and Switzerland. So that was always going to be a tough one, to be fair. Okay, so next one. Hard Times Cafe. I'm starting to see the theme of this map, I think. But without moving around, almost reminded me of, like, these brick buildings almost reminded me of, like, somewhere in the Netherlands or Belgium, but we should actually be, of course, in the US here. And somewhere East Coast. Let's look. We've got a bit of red on the number plate here. Not sure what that means exactly. Yeah, a bit of red on these number plates. What state would that be? So let's get in here. Red brick building definitely reminds me of this area. I wonder what the Rhode Island number plates are like. This could just be in Providence because I don't know why not. Like it would kind of make sense to that the number plates would be ones that I haven't seen before. So 10 seconds left. Can we find a King Street or anything? Because that's the one that's just here. Doubtful, but yeah, let's just go here and see how close we are. Oh, so it's actually in Washington D.C. Alexandrina. So I guess it's not really part of Washington D.C., but maybe part of the kind of greater metro DMV area. I guess that's what you'd call it. But we consistently have been picking up points here. We might actually get 20,000. So here we go. Difficult and Kempville. He couldn't find one that was hard. He had to find he only found a difficult one to end off the video with, or to end off the map with. And where do I think this is? Should be the US side of the border, I think. Kempville, never heard of the spot. Ooh, G. Wonder what that means. With this kind of winter coverage, I'm thinking Pennsylvania. I think you often have that kind of coverage in Pennsylvania, so I'm just going to go for that. Realistically speaking, we're probably not going to find this town. And it's actually in Tennessee, near Nashville. So we end up with a good score here. Not quite 20,000, but we did get 5 countries in a row. And we got 18,000, so thank you, Ian, for the map. It was good. Yeah, let's head into the next one. So this is the second map we've had from JWeb, and it's not easy, according to him. So let's head into this one and see if it really is going to be all that difficulty. So here we go. We've got like an eagle flag here. I thought it was an eagle at first. Now I'm not sure. Some like muscly man, actually, I think. We have 3 presumably leaders or famous politicians here. 4, actually. Here's a 5th. So where are we? This could actually be like Africa or something, to be honest. Not entirely sure just yet. Looking at these buildings, it's kind of hard to pick. Well, what is this in the grass as well? I can't tell. This is not easy. So this guy, I mean, these guys look Caucasian, but it's hard to say. I'm like my first thought is like New Mexico or something, or somewhere in Mexico even. 16 seconds left. It's not much time. Yeah, I'm thinking it's somewhere in New Mexico now. This could be completely wrong. I mean, it's meant to be a hard map, so presumably it will be. Could it be like South Africa or something too? It's hard to say. And yes, it's South Africa, and I say it just as it ends. That's really sad. It's the fact that they're all Caucasian. I did think Africa at the start, but yes, I had to switch over there and I didn't. So yeah, I got baited and picked where I was meant to go, I think, but not where it actually was. So let's see this next round here. Okay. This almost feels like Australia, this little path, but pretty sure it isn't based on how green it is over here. Okay, we've got red roofs in the distance. Ooh, interesting types of apartment buildings here. I am thinking this could be China, actually. That's actually my first thought here. With a road like this and with this like really green shrubbery. Even these red roofs, I feel like you would find that somewhere in some places in China. And these apartment buildings are certainly interesting. Now this is the only thing that's making me doubt it's China. I mean, you certainly do find these types in China, but would they be this certain color? Not entirely sure, but anywho, there's not too much time to think about that. Let's say we are somewhere. Not entirely sure where I want to go. Maybe like, yeah, maybe south of Macau here. Let's go for that. And no, not at all. This was in Lebanon. Now that is really interesting. Did not expect it to be so green there. I mean, we are very close to the ocean, but, you know, just over the border there in Syria, it would be completely desert. So that was a really tough location. I'll definitely pay that one. Okay, we have a lot of these little, birds here. Is this like another Midway Atoll one? Not too sure about that. This actually might not be, even though that's famous for having all those birds in it. Yeah, this is not easy. Certainly not. We have a lot of these birds. So maybe it is Midway Atoll. The question is... Okay, I have 2 thoughts, okay? So my first thought is like over here in Brazil, and my second thought is out in the Midway Atoll, which is here. So do we have much beach coverage? Doesn't really feel like there is much. Maybe on the eastern island, actually. So the ocean's kind of out here to the west, so That also doesn't quite fit. Maybe we're on Spit Island here. That's the only way I can really think of this actually working. It's kind of a risky guess. I feel like this actually might just be somewhere in Brazil, but let's go for it. Yes, okay, we got it. We are actually in this triangle. Okay, so whoever knew that there was official Google coverage on that little triangle there near the Midway Atoll? We actually did pick up some points, so that's good. And the next one. Now we're in a tropical island of some kind. Here we have the fella who's taken the picture. Again, a lot of Caucasian people here, and we're on the. Not sure if that's just a brand name or if that's the name of the boat or something. Definitely a lot of islands here. Feeling Caribbean. These guys are probably. He's got his Ray-Bans on. These guys are probably American tourists, just based on how they're dressed and everything. I mean, they could be Australians or something, but kind of feeling that they're American. And so probably somewhere in the Caribbean, I would have said, but we could be in like I don't know, like Fiji or something like that. Certainly, that's a popular place to put the markers in difficult maps like this. So I think I have to go for something like this, right? Where are there a lot of islands? Maybe something like that. Oh man, this was actually out near Britain. This was in the Isles of Sicily, but obviously we're quite a while from real Sicily, and they even named a town after Tesco. So that just goes to show you how much of a British place that is. But there you go. We were right near Britain there. Okay, on to the next round. We got 69 points there, so not a bad round at all. Okay, so here we are. We've got a Land Cruiser here. Interesting. Very dry. We've got some kind of a sinkhole here or something like that. It's not easy to say where we are here. The sun would tell us that we're in the northern hemisphere, but we can't be sure if that's lined up properly or not. The road seems to have like some white markings on it as well, so not at all easy to tell. Could that be a railway track? I think it might be. And over here we have some bollard, but yeah, a bit too hard to tell. So something like this with this green water. I mean, I know there are sinkholes in Turkmenistan, so we could be somewhere around there. There's like the burning pit in Turkmenistan. That's what I'm thinking of. But I mean, we could be in that area of the world. Honestly, I don't think that's even a bad guess. My other thoughts, like Jordan. I kind of think of Jordan. We're running out of time here, though. Let's see if I was right. I mean, we could be. Hey, well, the right country. So there you go. Now, how did that come into my mind exactly? There's like an eternally burning hole near Ashgabat, I think, and they have one called Communism. What is with finding these awesome town names here? That's a sick town name. I wonder who lives in Communism. And Baba Rap, dude, this is awesome. Got to get to my favorite dictatorship, Turkmenistan, and this is on the one road that runs through the whole country here. So pretty interesting. So we end up with 8,000 there. Just the two good guesses. Everything else was a bit appalling. Especially enjoyed that Lebanon round. So thank you, JWeb, for that second map. And it was indeed difficult. So here we have Joy's one. So thank you, Joy, for submitting this. And it seems like the average scores here are quite low. So looking forward to seeing how I can go here. I anticipate that it's going to be a difficult one. So here we go. 1 minute to get the location. And we have some like kind of southern hemisphere feeling vegetation over here for sure. Just something about the texture of this grass and everything makes me think of that. I don't think this is Australia, but it kind of definitely reminds me of Southern Hemisphere. So now I'm thinking about difficult places where you could put it. What are those islands? We had a really interesting round in one of the play-along leagues in like this island here. Now, I don't think we're there. It's probably too populated to have a beach like this. But now I'm just thinking about any other islands in the Indian Ocean or something like that. Seeming less likely here. Edinburgh of the Seven Seas. Not really sure about that either. Something to do with New Zealand. It could be. Something in Australia even. I'm going to go there. I mean, why not? This is the only thing I can think of. And, okay, we weren't actually too far away here. This was in South Africa. I was right about it being Southern Hemisphere. But I guess I just thought it would be on some island, naturally. Didn't even check the compass, to be fair. Maybe If I knew it was facing south, I would have gotten more of an idea, but we get 400 points, which I feel like is kind of a win, considering the difficulty of the map. Okay, so here we have some, like, thatched huts. Interesting. We've got a couple of Caucasian people, as usual, in these photospheres. Definitely very nice looking, lots of palms and everything. We got coconuts? Yeah, we have coconuts, that's awesome. Ooh, some hills over there too. That kind of looks like a mainland of somewhere. So here are some thoughts. I'm thinking like a Vietnamese island or something like that, like here. I think that's possible. I also thought of Maldives. I don't think Maldives are hilly enough, unfortunately. So yeah, I think that kind of rules that one out. With 15 seconds left, of course, like something like Fiji is also possible again. Just kind of reminds me of stuff I've seen in Vietnam, so I might actually stick with that here. With the ocean to the south, you know, could actually fit. So why not over here? And no, this was in Panama. So as you can see by where I was suggesting, I did not even consider Panama. This tiny island called Anzuelo. And we were right on the right latitude there. In fact, I think we were dead on. Can you even tell the difference? No. That's almost perfect latitude. But we don't get any points for that, unfortunately. Panama. Interesting. Okay, so the next one, right on a tropical island again. I like this one. We got the shutters. This is actually quite classy architecture for tropical islands. A lot of the time it's a bit tacky, but I like these ones a lot, actually. Just got some rocks. So the ocean is kind of out to the west here. I mean out to the east, but, what is that? Is that some kind of bird? That is strange. Well, this one doesn't really remind me of the Maldives either. This one might actually have more of like a southern hemisphere feel to it as well. So I'm thinking like New Caledonia, Vanuatu, maybe Vanuatu or something like that. Yeah, it has to be some kind of really small island here, but I don't mind that, to be honest. Seems like a very small island though, so we're probably not exactly correct. Other places in here all seem possible, but it could be Maldives or anything like that, or back in the Caribbean as well. And yeah, it's Maldives this time, man. So that's kind of annoying. I mean, I was just suggesting it. And unfortunately for like the second or third time in this video, I have gone against my second judgment and lost a lot of points because of that. But that's okay. Definitely a cool location. It's great to see these places. Anyway, so this is interesting. We have a lady here. She's got a bottle and her thongs. Some boats down here. This kind of reminds me of a round I had in Martinique recently on the play along. Now, it was like Guadalupe actually, but was it Martinique? It was one of the two. But who knows if it's actually going to be the same kind of round again? I doubt it. But it's just something I'm entertaining at the moment. Could be a possibility here. It seems like we've got multiple islands though, so maybe this is a bit doomed. This guess here. Looking at these boats, there's not much info I can gather from them though. And the grass and everything and the light. Not too much I could say. It could be Asian too. That's my two thoughts. It's going to be like Caribbean or Asian. And this one is Asian. We're actually right near Phuket again. On these islands, probably owned by Thailand as well. So that's a cool location. Sad I didn't change it. And once again, I'm right on the latitude. Okay, last round. This one has proved to be one of the more difficult ones of the day, without a doubt. And here's what we're looking at. So, kind of more Asian-looking buildings here, I would suggest. Hard to say, though. This lady, looking fairly white as well. Ooh, interesting with this flora. Not really sure what it means. This could actually just be in Europe, you know? No. Looking at these palms, it's probably not. Ooh. Double-story buildings on these cliffs. It's very interesting, I have to say. Okay, we've got 20 seconds left here. Have we had a round out in the Pacific Islands yet? That's what I'm wondering. Because I think this time we actually might be in Fiji or Vanuatu or something. I think the way this map is balanced out, I think that's what we're due for next. Even though this kind of struck me as a bit Asian to begin with, could it be like even... If it wasn't for the ocean here, I thought it kind of looked like Bhutan with this blue roof and everything. So let's see where we are. I'm expecting to be wrong here. And yes, we are in Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, we're on Tobago Island. So there you go. We get 2 points for our final guess and 474. In fact, we got all our points on round 1. And then from there it was downhill. So thank you very much, Joy. That was a fun map. And for the final one of the day, we have Air Highway by Virtual Skies. And if you don't know about the Air Highway, well, it's right near the Eyre Peninsula in South Australia, the state where I live. This is the Eyre Peninsula here. And so I think this one is not the... Oh, this one is the Air Highway. Great. So that makes things nice and easy. And essentially, we're just going to have to use the angle of the road here and my little knowledge of South Australia to get it. I've never actually been on the Air Highway in real life, but I'm assuming that we're somewhere fairly east to west here. Virtual Skies, he's probably trolled us a little bit with this one, but it'll be fun nonetheless. So yeah, with east to west, I feel like we're probably somewhere here. Could also be over here as well, but let's go for this. And wow, we were on the other side, so I forgot the Air Highway is so very long, and we don't get any points because that is over in Western Australia. So lesson learned. Second one. This one is Generation 3. Interesting. A lot of the Air Highway is covered in Generation 4. We've certainly got a lot of trees here. I think that this actually might be... Where's the Air Highway end? So this is not the Air Highway, nor is this. That's the South Coast Highway. So it's presumably ends somewhere over here. Is this still the Air Highway? No. So right, it finishes when you hit Norseman. The fact that it's Gen 3 is quite confusing to me, actually. It turns from the Princess Highway into the Air Highway over here. So... what do we think here? I'm not entirely sure. It kind of feels like the Western Australian side, if I'm honest. But I don't really know. So let's go for it. And yeah, we're actually really close here. So we were right near Norseman. And maybe I could have actually gotten a better score there, but 3,400 I feel like is a good score overall. Just felt a little bit more like WA than SA to me. This one's interesting because we've got a really white dirt color. I'm thinking again this might be on the WA side. So, where would the dirt be this white is the question. It's kind of hilly as well, which is not really what I expected to see. The fact that it's so hilly might mean that we're out just this direction here. What's the angle of the road? It's kind of going up like this, so... Maybe we're on this side here. But the thing is, I don't expect it to be that hilly on this side of it, so it could just be that we're over here as well. Fraser Range? It gets a little hilly over there. Maybe that fits better. Nope. It was actually out near Yalata. So, there you go. I mean, no point. Oh, we got 1 point, so we got 1 point. That's good. This is tough. This kind of feels like the WA side again to me, but I could be wrong here. I'm thinking somewhere over here again. I think it's like a similar spot to the last one, maybe. Yeah, excellent. And the final round of the video, guys. This one feels more like SA to me, but I'm not entirely sure where. Let's say that we are like... Oh, this is like north to south. Interesting. So... Over here? Yeah, maybe someone like over here. I feel like that's kind of possible. Well, it kind of feels coastal, so... Yeah, maybe we're near Sejuna or something like that. And I'll probably be quite wrong here. Okay, no, we're actually relatively close at least. So there you go. We kind of failed at that one, honestly. The only 2 guesses were the WA ones. And then everything else was, quite average. So here is the game breakdown, and I'll say thank you very much for watching. Thank you to Nick for editing, if he has. And yes, I'll see you in a video very soon, guys. Been fun to play more of your maps, and go ahead into the Discord and submit your own. And yes, I'll be playing more of the ones that have been played, that have been submitted in there. So yes, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Peace.